internet friends, today I'm going to film for you a video involving the BH Cosmetics and Shanna XO collaboration palette. This is the palette that I'm trying to get through for my 18 products in 2018, and today I'm going to be showing you how you can use some of these colors to recreate one of XOBeauty's lipstick colors, which if you didn't know is Shanna XO's lipstick line. So essentially we're taking a Shanna XO product and we're duping a Shanna XO product. So if you want to see how to do this, just keep watching. So the product today that we're going to be trying recreating is Wabi-Sabi. And I have to admit, this was the hardest color out of the whole collection to dupe with this palette. And the reason for that is because the most disappointing lipstick shade out of this whole palette has to be this one here, which by a quick glance is the color that kind of dupes Wabi-Sabi the best, or looks like it should dupe it. And I think the reason it was so disappointing is because it looks like such an opaque and rich berry colored color, but the moment you go to put it on your lips, it's like, where's half that color? It just doesn't transfer. So I'm going to be showing you today what the closest look I've been able to create with this palette is to Wabi-Sabi. So to start, I'm going to be applying Wabi-Sabi. That's this shade here. This is just that nice deep berry shade. These sell for about $26 Canadian on XOBeauty's website. They are made in Italy. I'm not if that is something that, you know, you consider when you're purchasing a lipstick. And I do have to admit, packaging on these is super cute. It's a nice sleek silver bullet, and then I'm not sure if it'll pick up or not, but it does say XO on the bullet itself as well. One thing I don't like about the packaging is just because of that slick kind of mirror-like silver color, your fingerprints transfer so badly. So if you're someone who likes crisp, clean makeup, you're going to have to kind of just like wipe these off after every use, or else you're gonna have like fingerprint galore on it. So I'm gonna shut up now and I'm gonna apply this to half my lips. So it's funny that this shade here is probably the most disappointing shade in this palette, because the most disappointing shade out of the XOBeauty line when it comes to the lipsticks probably has to be this one. And the reason for that, like, you're probably looking at it and you're like, oh, beautiful kind of color, but if I zoom you in really quickly, I'm not sure if you can see, it sticks to every single dry patch. It emphasizes every single line. Like, it just doesn't sit nicely. So that's probably the reason I'm going to pick it as the most disappointing color, because it doesn't matter if you exfoliate your lips, it doesn't matter if you intensely hydrate them before using it, I find it never applies quite smoothly. There's always something it sticks to or something it rubs on. So I don't know, that's, I guess, just that. That's something I've come to terms with, so I know every time I use it, it's not going to be great. And even if I apply a lip liner underneath, it still finds something to cling to. So now, without further ado, I'm going to first start with this middle shade, which is probably not the shade that you were like, oh, let's go in with this one. Now, the reason we're grabbing this one is because it has a bit of that purple undertone. All right, so now that we have that middle shade on, we're gonna go in with the shade that you probably guessed that we were gonna use, which is that corner deep berry shade. And essentially we're going to try and mix the two together. So there we have it. We have the Wabi-Sabi on the one side and then a mix of this very center shade as well as the corner berry shade mixed together on the other side. There's definitely more of a berry hue to this shade here, where this one comes across a little bit more wine-like. But that is definitely the closest that we can get, and to be quite honest, they're quite similar. Now, before you pointed out, it's kind of my bad application, but I also have a scar right there, so that's what that is. But yeah, so more wine-like, more berry-like. But that is the closest I've been able to get these two colors. So if you want to create Wabi-Sabi using the Shanna XO BH Cosmetics palette, you're going to go in with the middle shade as well as this corner shade. So thanks for checking in with me today, guys. I hope that this gives you some inspiration to use up maybe some of your lipstick colors from the Shanna XO collection. And all I'm going to say is be careful when you're using it, because it's messy. It doesn't set. It's always going to be sticky. It's always going to have that creamy consistency, which on a good note, I guess, doesn't dry out your lips, but it makes for one hell of a mess if you're not very careful with it. So yeah, thanks for checking in, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.